Oh, okay. Let's play some Vintage Story tonight for a bit. You know, I actually feel like hopping on the good old community server and just working on the castle a little bit this evening here before going to bed. All that fun stuff. What is this? Members only live stream. No, thank you. No, thank you, YouTube. I think I'm good. I don't want to do that. What is this? Year 7. Good lord. 9 a.m. It's June. Our pairs have come in. So I think we're going to be doing a good amount of fruit pressing to kind of start. I don't need all this. Oh, so much stuff is spoiled. So much is in disarray since it's been so long since we played. And you know what? We'll get by. Let me put away my chisel tools from last time. A little bit. So I have some room, also some rocks. Do a little bit of upkeep that we need to do just to maintain what we need here. Put our threshing flail away. My carrots are blooming. That's good. Pop. Okay. Yep. Alright, that looks good. Let's check on my crops. Oh, I'm so glad I managed to salvage some flax seeds before they all went bad. That's good. Hey, Apex, how's it going, man? Alright. Turnips are doing good. Parsnips are doing fine. Our rye is growing. It's a beautiful field, as always. Let's check my mixed crops. I really did not have many seeds left. Everything kind of rotted away. Cabbage is doing okay. Alright. Well, let's gather up all this pear. And we will get started with the pressing. Hey, Jazzalina. How's it going? How's everyone been? Long time no see. Hope you all having an okay week. Midweek stream here. Trim this tree back again. It's getting a little insane. Hello, little fox coyote guy. Calm down, little guy. Calm down. Oh my lord, how many pairs am I gonna get out of this? This is gonna be extremely juicy. Doing good? You been busy? Busy can be good. I've been playing a lot of Battlefield 6 with Lumberjack and Dirty lately, and even Red. Kind of off my stream, on their stream a little bit. Just something to do to unwind while be interesting. The first season of Battlefield 6 starts here in 6 days. Arc Raiders comes out on the 30th, which I had a pretty good time playing Arc Raiders, so I might end up picking that up as well. Been kind of mulling over what to do on the channel wise on stuff. I'm kind of back in a mood of, well, maybe I should just kind of make some videos for a while and take a break from streaming. Unsure. going to be able to reach the top. I need to build like little decorative ladders that are like leaned up against some of these trees, I think. If I use a knife, do I cut this quicker at all? No, it doesn't seem like it. I don't know if the server's lagging on that harvest or not. Come back to it. I'm glad I'm finally kind of checking back in on the server and it's not winter, honestly. It seems like every time that I've wanted to kind of hop back on and look, it's been kind of winter. So this is a nice little break of that. And the fact that all my crops kind of spoiled, so I had to rebuild up my seed supply while working on this castle. I think we're going to be doing a lot of like outer wall work today on the castle. I kind of want to finish the foundations. If I can get the foundations finished and slowly start working on the exterior walls, I might get a little bit more energy to kind of fill the interior space. At least that's the hope. But hey, I get to use my fruit press room for the first time since we made it on Streamlist. Oh, how long has it been since I've streamed? Almost a month? Went to the zoo the other day with Ashley for our anniversary, and that was nice. Got to see all the animals. I think I'm still waiting for Expanded Foods to update before updating the mods on the server and going to 1.21. I think Expanded Foods is in kind of like a beta phase right now after everything, so hopefully soon I can actually update the mods. Big asterisks there. Never know what'll happen in attempting to do that. But also, since the community is kind of done on the server in a way, I may end up adding some mods that are just kind of for me at this point. I think I kind of want to re-add Salty's immersive mining and wood chopping. Maybe a couple other of his mods. The lantern one looks nice. Just little immersive stuff. That's what I really like about Vendor Story, is the immersive mods too. Alright, I think that's all the pears that I want out of this. Jesus, I have so much pear. Alright, let's head down. Hello, dear. Oh dear. Let's head on down to the larder. You guys can kind of see. I went ahead and made the barrels for this place down here. It's not like completely done. But you guys can at least see how the press room's looking with stuff. I need to do a bunch of glass work to get bottles in here. Let me store some of these just so I have some room. immersive pressing. I need to have 2 buckets down here, and I just kind of don't. Still really like how these archers are turning out visually. Gives a good look to it. But yeah, once we kind of press all this pear juice down, get it stored, hopefully we can use some of it for drinking, some of it for turning into alcohol. At least that's the hope. Sadly, alcohol just does not give much food rating, which I think is such a shame. I also want these dehydrated pears out of it. They do last a while. I need to go get my cauldron so I can move 50 liters when I'm ready. Huh. I didn't expect it to delete that water source block, but whatever. I'm not doing any tannin right now anyways. There we go. I still kind of want to make a little pixel mural in here for Bacchus. God of wines and spirits. I think that would be cool. Alright, so the top barrel rack cures slower, so this will be kind of our juice to drink. I'll try the tons. I don't think it cures slower, honestly, in the tons. I think it cures at a normal rate. Squeeze. So what, 24 pairs, what goes into each press? Kind of wish I had my second press up, but I haven't bothered making another one. I need to make a new rod, get a second press up, get another table down here. Honestly, I should be just putting it directly into the cauldron. If I'm going to be moving it anyways. You get creepy music when you're down here in our larder. Press. But I also was thinking maybe on this side, this should be like my distillery side, maybe. That might work better. Honestly. I have to look at that. I haven't bothered making one yet. Fresh for 24. Cure in 8.6 days. But this I think will cure even faster. Just kind of wish there was a way to prevent it from turning into a wine. Is that so much to ask? Can I turn this into... Ooh, candied pear. Pear syrup portion. So much food stuff that I never got into. Whoa. Trying to figure out what to do after the castle's done. The castle's going to take so long to do that I just can't even think of what comes after. Okay, I'm missing some juice apparently in there. Thunk. So a new game came out today called Dispatch. It's kind of interesting. I went ahead and just kind of checked it out. I don't like how short it was. Like, at all. That thing was very disappointingly short. And it seems like they're going to come out in an episodic type of format. Kind of like the Telltale series. Which I'm just not a fan of in video games to do that. It seems like they're going to be free updates though. Which is good. But like, I just... you know, come out with a game, and so I can play it all the way through, and I'll be good. I think I messed that up. Started squeezing that into a bucket that was already full. Mistake! Oh, shut the door. The larder down here isn't completely sealed yet, or perfectly safe. There's a large expansion going on at the moment down the hallway. So until I get that done, I don't think I'm going to be able to sit in here with all the doors open the whole time. Because this is the fruit press, kind of wine storage. The next room over is supposed to be the meat drying kind of area. And then the area that I'm working on in addition to that is the storage for vegetables, which is kind of bigger, but sadly it's kind of exposed to the surface at the moment. Oh, this is a lot of fresh mash. Can you stop? Yeesh. Server was getting a little annoying. So I saw the dev came out with some of the new stuff they have planned for what, 1.21, right? Or 2.2, 1.22. Some of that stuff on the roadmap seems pretty good. It's interesting that they are looking into river tech to add to the base game itself. And some additional power sources, so like water wheels, if they can get river tech working, and potentially some flywheels, I think it was mentioned as well. Super exciting. And of course more. It's going to be one of those updates where they're probably going to not really let us know when that's going to come out, just because of the, you know, people get impatient and things, so I'm glad it doesn't have like a date or anything at the moment, because it's so early. And if they put out a date and it got pushed back, people get all mad and things. So I think right now, the Devs of Ender Story is kind of navigating that pretty well, in my opinion. Oh, and I think all the traders are going to get a reworked trade hut. So I don't think they're going to be always in those wagons anymore. In fact, the wagons might end up going away, which I'm fine with. The wagons are kind of cool, but you can tell they're definitely early on with like building techniques with this game. And of course, the community has made big progress in terms of like how to build things, and then also with the addition of support beams and things, that there's just so much more options to make a detailed build that, you know, giving the traders a facelift in their structures, I think is pretty exciting, especially with kind of unique items on their walls, depending on what trader it is, to make it kind of easily identifiable, like what the trader does. I think it'll be good. 250 liters. Okay, I think I'll just eat the rest of the pears. These I am going to let... Do I want to dry these? Can I dry these in the fire, or does it have to be in an oven? I think it has to be in an oven. Kind of wish there was a place I can store these for them to dry quicker so that I don't have to cook them. Especially since I only have 2 ovens. Oh, okay, so maybe I don't have to dry these out like the cranberries and things. Alright, well, let's just put them in a vessel. It should be fine in here. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and grab the vertical storage doesn't really work, I don't think. Let's go down in here. Fresh for 170 days still, jeez. Let me try and put it in the sealing jar on the left. Just see if it works. Starting to get a little too separated in storage buildings, but once this larder is fully done, I don't think I'll have to worry about it. Just grab it all, because no matter what, I had to come back here. Okay, yeah, I can just put it directly into here. Sweet. So we got 309 dehydrated pear, which is good. I do have... I need to make another veggie storage at some point. You know, I kind of wish there was like an additional filter on the search bar that maybe says, you know, something that is a block rather than a edible item or ingredient or something. If things could get tagged that way long term, it would just make this a lot easier. Alright, repair that. Alright, let's sharpen our stuff. How's our carved tool handles doing? Looks like pretty good. That oil there is almost out. I'll have to refresh some of this stuff at some point. How's the audio and stuff today, chat? Is everything normal? I might be making a set of meteoric iron tools soon. All right. I'm gonna need some meat racks, and I would like to try and get them like set up across here. Or something. See if it'll stick. Let's go see how much copper we have. I might have to visit the copper mine. We might have to do some copper mining. Which I don't even know if the original copper mine even has copper left in it. All of our stuff from the archives. No copper there. Let's go see. Two. Okay, so that's enough for one. 2. Oh, nice. I do have some boards on me. Alright, let's see if this sticks to our chiseled ceiling. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It just kind of depends on how the mod maker set it up. Oh. Okay. Can I get these to rotate the other way, though? Oh, I can. Heck yeah. Alright, I like that. Yeah, if I can have 2 rows of this, that'll be great. How do I use these? It's been so long. Cold and dry, seal and stone. Okay. Rack? It's herb rack stuff, bottle racks. There's another type of this, right? That uses bone. There's a hat rack? Jeez. Yeah, these curing racks. Use to cure salted meat, hooks not included. I guess really I just need... Wasn't there something that I can do for smoked? Smoking rack. Yes, this. So that's butchering. Meat rack is culinary artillery. If we're gonna have some fire down here, I would like these 2 slots to potentially have it. I'll just see if those hook onto here as well. That way I can have the smoking racks, because I don't think I'm going to be smoking more than maybe those set at a time. Or I can have a row of hanging and a row of smoking, but then I just have a row of fire pits, which looks kind of ugly. Unless I do it down here. Could do it down there. And then a row of fire pits. Well, could do. And I think fire pit. Isn't there a custom fire pit that I can do? There is. So I can make it look a little bit better. But yeah, this is the smoke room. Or aging room. And then in here is supposed to be the meat storage room. And then this side that is currently half collapsed. This side is supposed to be the vegetable storage and fruit storage. So both of these, once they're done, and then I think I'm just going to seal this section off. I don't think I need anything more than that storage-wise. Alright. Tell you what though, it's daytime. Best thing to do right now is probably work on the wall a bit. So I need smooth andesite to start. yep. To make this look a little bit more part of the hillside. Check this from the interior end. Then we can start on the tower here. Yep. Yeah, at the very least, essentially the bottom of all the foundation needs to be the smooth stone. And then we'll start stacking the cobble and ashlar brick on top. Build it up. This whole thing, I have no idea yet. Okay. And it's so bad. And then we need andesite cobblestone. Where's a dry stone? Oh, I used dry stone? Good lord. Okay, I guess I like my castles expensive. Forgot about that. dry stone it is. That means I need limestone dry stone. Alright, easy first thing to do. Simply do dry stone basically right on top of that. Maybe go straight to lime there. And I need to remember the corners of the towers are always going to be the brick. I didn't follow that rule initially, like here. So I think it looks funny when you add the ashlar, and then you have this dry stone on the corner. I'm fine with eventually mixing these stones together like this over time, but for the initial rough-in, God, it's gonna take so long to chisel all this. Oh no. 30 streams later. I feel like this is just gonna turn into my forever save at this point. I do want just the occasional andesite to come up into the limestone side of things. Also, I have no idea what I'm doing with this Wara. Eventually. Not a single bloody clue. Alright, now that we got that. Now we gotta do... some of this limestone here. Which will kind of have its own pattern in a way. This is actually the corner. And then we switch to limestone smooth stone. And I'll have to deal with the ashlar blocks in a bit. Okay. How's that looking? Definitely a continuation of the wall. I need to make the permanent charcoal pits. Ugh, so much to do. Then I need to make the occasional onesie twosie of the dry stone mixed into here. Yeah. And then I wanted this to go up, I think, one every step in. So we get a slope up, since we're going up the hillside a little bit. Castle is looking amazing. Thanks, Niece. Appreciate it. I haven't been given it enough attention lately. You know how it is. Sometimes building, you're just kind of like, I'm done for a little bit. Alright, there we go. Now we have a nice little slope up. And if memory serves, I did not want this part of the wall to connect into here, right? Because if I let someone take this tower from a defensive standpoint, I don't want this gatehouse to essentially have direct access back into the keep. So that wall is on its own. Makes it easy for me. You know, just slope up. Now this means I kind of have my wall here for the potential kitchens to work into, which I really kind of want to get started on soon. So if I can tie this wall in and this staircase up, this is like a servant staircase to get down into the larder and the kitchens quickly without going through the main courtyard area here, right? All 0 of my servants. I never was able to pay Jezelina's retainment fee, you know. So she's down on retainer right now. Okay, this is looking good. This staircase is interesting. I kind of wanted to make it look a little jank. So I'm gonna carve a wooden runner here and just make it vertical. I could have an outhouse under it. In theory, too. But I think initially I'm just going to carve a thin wall so that we can get a little bit of a railing on it. But also I need to continue the smooth stone experience up that way. Okay, this guy, and I am really out of limestone, dry stone. Should I make this ashlar? Probably. Awesome. Should have saw that coming. Does it do it on every single one? Okay, it doesn't. So let's chisel it at 50%. Good old chisel. There we go. I might end up replacing that with ashlar too. Don't think I'm gonna arch this, but we'll see what I end up doing with it. There we go. Maybe I'll do andesite ashlar all the way through that. I think that'd be fine. Alright, so upper level here. I feel like oak's gonna be the wood to beat. On this construction project. There's just not, you know, I don't have any like crazy fancy woods. Okay, what am I doing? I think if I go, what do I have back here? I think I'd planted some trees. God, what was it? 2 months ago? What do I have back in here? We have some kapok, which is okay. It's similar to oak. It's better than maple. It's more like a maple oak combination in a way. I just heard a bear. I'm gonna die, aren't I? You know what? I'm not even gonna risk that. Not even gonna risk that. Un momento. Look at all of our beautiful flowering shrubs. Yeah. Really need to invest in a ladder. Yeah, I really wanted to see the elves finish tiered farm. I think that thing would have been really pretty too. Did I forget to harvest pears? Whatever, I'll just munch on those, I guess. I'll just munch on them. Also, I think I was grinding something over here the other day at work. It kind of popped on. I think I was grinding flour. Yeah. Let's go store this. Okay. God, I have so much rod, I don't know what to do with it. Get out of here. So much aged hay. I'm getting distracted again. What was I doing? So, Damn it. What was I doing? Oak. Oak. Okay, the bear. The bear. Okay. I'm back on track. Is it this? No, this. Alright, bear. Your days are numbered. Get him out of here. Normally they kind of spawn in breeding pairs, so let's just make sure there's now another one. Oh, funeral bell. Great. Where's that other tree that I planted? This guy! I planted some acacia logs. I think I might use acacia wood in the Great Hall. What do you guys think? Acacia wood for the Great Hall? When we get there? It definitely makes the most sense. So that's 5. Okay, I think I can grab this and do that. Yep. Where's my prize? Come here, bear. Oh, I'm gonna move my butchering stuff down into the meat storage area, huh? That'll fill up some of the space. I might oil these. Alright, there we go. Little side quest. Need to saw some oak planks. I need like a little sawhorse thing. You know, like something a little bit more official. That's another mod I kind of want to try too. There is a mod for like, it's kind of like this mod. I think it's Dappled Groves. It adds a lot more woodworking stuff, like where you can make a saw pit and things. Might be something I want to try eventually. Maybe get rid of immersive wood sawing and firewood cutting and go Dappled Groves instead. Kind of see how that goes. Maybe I'll look into that when we update the mods. But having a need to build like more lumber camp sort of structures, I think would be pretty cool. All right. So I have to use a whole block here, because if I use a half block, what's going to happen is when I go to chisel this, it's going to complain, essentially, is what's going to happen. Because I'm going to cut them into halves and then add, well, maybe not, because I'm going to be adding a log onto it. You know what? Can I cut these in half? I can get the planks back at least. Or some of them. Do I want these sideways? Maybe. Maybe it'll run something up there. What are these? Debarked oak logs? I could go out maybe another quarter here with the steps. And then cap it. It'll widen it just enough to make it a little bit more comfortable going up and down. There's so many little decisions one has to make when they are doing stuff like this. Okay, so half slabs are rotated the opposite way. Which is fine, because that's actually how I wanted to rotate the floor anyways, but I don't have a wrench for these. Why don't I have a wrench? Alright, I'm going to have a little wall here. Because the doorway is going to be here. That way there's not traffic conflict. I might have a little, I wouldn't say serving window here. It's a sizable kitchen. It's been a while. How's the building coming along? I mean, I haven't worked on it since the last stream, so. Not much different right now. But, you know, slow progress is still progress. So yeah, now I can run oak beams through here. Some nice big chunky supports for above. In terms of a fire place, like a cooking surface, really I could just turn this whole wall smooth, because I can bump it out to here. I can have a 4 top burner, right? I need copper for stone bake oven. That's really what I need. I need copper for that. Alright, I guess we're gonna go mining. It's been a while. Can't I remember where we even went mining? Bring that along. Alright, I got stacks of low fertility soil here. Boom. Throw that into the meat locker real quick. $24. Okay, that'll give me some time to figure out what I want to do with that. Alright, put that stuff away. Put the wood away. Okay, bones. Storing there. Good old inventory management. Keep that. That's fine. I got some ladders. Good. Just throw that in here. Pickaxe. We're fine. Let's grab some treats from our little tree here. And then we'll hop on haunts and go to the copper mine for the first time in a while. I got haunts a nice, pretty new blanket. For some reason, they've been living with this chicken. Chicken, you've been freed. Look at that view, guys. Looks good. Did I get a new copper mine started or no? I don't think so. Don't think so. Let's just go to the known one. You don't need us if you're still here. You guys still need to do the resonance archives. Put, 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 put. You know, maybe I should download the Draconis mod too at some point. Whoa! Where's the village? Did Cade take this all down? To work on his castle? Oh my lord, Cade. Been a busy little man when you were working on that. Stripped it for all that basalt. This looks like a fun time. Yeah, sure is. Adventure Story is a great game. Great, great game. And it's getting constant updates, improvements, mods, everything that you want in a crafting survival release. Alright, does that mean he also stripped out this copper mine by now? Hopefully not. Where is the entrance to this thing? Here it is. I think this is it. Looks right. Bonk, 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 bonk. Bonk, 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 ladder. No, it doesn't look like he's finished stripping this out. Let me go this way a little bit. Gold. Okay. A little bit of a spur going that way. Nothing crazy. Oh. Hold on, chat. I'm hearing stuff going on in the house. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Okay, let's pop down here again. Oh! Begone, beast! Alright, hopefully we can get a good amount of copper pores out of this. Did I ever make my expanded molds? I don't think I did. That's something we might need to do soon, too. What? Niece, what are you doing? I'm not active enough to deserve such a awesome gift bomb. I appreciate it. Wow. Okay, well, I guess Uthris is going to be streaming for a couple days here this week to earn that. I really appreciate it. Okay, Uthris is back on the clock. That's fine. No, that's just way too nice. Way too nice. I need to set up alerts and stuff again. Jeez. Everyone who received a gift sub, if you're here, toss a thank you over to Nisi for it. Enjoy the emotes, all that fun little stuff. You guys get to spam cats now. Nothing ever wrong with being able to spam cats in a chat. Alright, how much copper am I gonna need to last me for a little bit? What tier are gift subs on my channel? I'm just kind of curious. Is that the $5 tier? Does anyone know? I have no idea. Yeah, the one that you did. Because I'm pretty sure gift subs are usually a specific... Okay, yeah. Alright, that's the $5 tier. Wow. Crazy. Oh, I really appreciate it. I'll go ahead and gift 10 over to Lumberjack today or something. We YouTubers, all we do is pass subs around, you know? You get a sub, you get a sub. You get a foot long, you get a 6-inch, you get a, you know, a BLT, you get a pizza sub, you get a something or other. Man, I wish I was having some wine or something. Gee. All right. What to use all this copper for? We're going to need plates for stone bake oven. We're going to need hooks and other things for our meat locker. No relation to the movie Hurt Locker. Did some fall down there? Oh, I don't think so. I can't, dude. This mine has lasted my whole progression. It's been this one copper node for me. Outside the initial surface deposits to kind of get going, and any odd little bits that I've picked up here and there, but pretty crazy how much copper we've gotten out of here. Oh, hello. Goodbye. Hans. Hello, Hans. Take us home. I love his ears. His ears flop around. It's the best thing ever. Yeah. Oh god. Oh god. Can't see crap. Oh, there's a couple sentinels. Tell you what, with no one on the server, I don't lag at all. It's pretty nice. No issues. Super smooth. Yeah. Go, Hans, go. You know, by now, the elves probably would have had those large deer tamed. If I had to guess, who blocked off this river? Who does this? Pain. Pain. Pain and agony. Hello, Hans. You're kind of just sliding. We'll just ignore that. Yeah. Oh, check out the house from here. Oh, it's always pretty. Honestly, the windmill tower looks a little weird. You have a domestic dog over in the Elven City, really? Bought a puppy from a trader? Well, doesn't that just turn into a wolf? Where are you? Hans? Bad boy. No, it says domestic dog. Oh my god. Hans, where are you going? Dude, you're on a mission. Stop. Oh god, you're stuck now. Alright, Hans is tamed. Kind of wish I had more than one crucible, but this is okay. Where are my molds? I don't think I've done a metal pour since going to Iron Age in a while. Let me check my mold for these, because I think I made one, right? Yeah, one of these. Nails, silver solder. I don't think I'm quite ready for that just yet. All right, this is on the list to complete at some point. It's got to be on the list to complete at some point. All right, so I can only do 8 at a time. So I need 800 units. Also, I'm going to have to craft me a meteoric hammer, I think, for blacksmithing long term. I think it's that, right? No, that's way too much. How much anthracite do I got? I got one. I can just throw in here. Domestic dog. Domestic dog. Oh, okay. I don't think it's an actual domestic dog. Is it? Is it actually friendly? Does it listen to you? Or at least doesn't attack you? Didn't attack you. Okay, well, shoot. Looks like you got a dog. I didn't. Like, I saw it in there in the mod set, but like I just assumed it was like some sort of like native dog breed that's like part of the, you know, some sort of region, and it's just called domesticated dog, you know. But apparently not. It's its own thing. All right, let's make some meteoric tools. I am using iron still. So we're gonna do some blacksmithing. I need a knife, axe, pickaxe, shovel. Knife, axe, pickaxe, shovel. And then a new hammer first. And then don't need a sword just yet right now. Don't have automated smithing yet. That'll probably be a big one for us. Let's just go with a second anthracite instead of more dust. Having a pin where the old dirt blacksmith was. Oh, did you guys finally remove that? I haven't been over to the elf village in so long. Every time I've popped on, no one's been on. So I don't know if anyone's still somewhat active, at least. I don't know. Alright. Let's go ahead and make a hammer. It's all in Forge Tower now. Well, that's good. Wow, okay. Got a double proc on the hammer, huh? Okay, we take that, I guess. I'll use the cooler ones. Let's do knife. Knife. They're coming on and making my English village over where we're at. Yeah, okay, you know. Why do I sound like that? This is my voice. Given to me by my parents. Welcome to How the World Works. People sound different. Isn't that's so weird? So fucking weird. Yeah, English cottages are always great. In fact, when I was looking for my first house to buy, I was specifically for a long while looking for like a Tudor style house, because I just think they're beautiful. But I sadly just couldn't find any in the areas I was looking at, and for a price range that made sense for me. Bop. Do I actually have the right microphone selected either? Let's see. Oh, yep, I do. Okay. Making sure nothing's weird. Alright, we got pickaxe. Now the axe. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I guess. What else do I need? Yeah, sure, scythe. I think I have a tin bronze scythe still. It might be iron. I don't remember. If we're doing that, I might as well make the pitchfork too. Get the farm kind of taken care of. Kind of wish you could make like an iron ridge and stuff. Those things break so easily during flax processing. Okay, got that. Last one. Prospecting pick? Yeah, prospecting pick. Why not? We have to go out and get some more meteoric iron to smelt down eventually, because, you know, we'll need to maintain these tools long term. Alright, you molten. Nice. Stick this back on here. Let's go and grab some more copper to warm up. Throw another piece of anthracite on there. Okay. Hang that. Whoa, dropping F-bombs? Yeah, you gotta have your earmuffs on the late night streams. Jelly. Gotta have your earmuffs on, because Lumberjack fucking hates me. What's he doing? Is he playing Battlefield 6 without me? Is that what he's doing right now? Oh, he's playing horror games, huh? Never wants to play Yap Yap. Never wants to play Yap Yap. You know, I try and I try. What a guy. Oh, find us a game, Uthris. Find us... No. Nope. Never works. Okay. I have so many tools here. What am I using for binding right now? I think I'll use some fibers. That'll be fine. Do I have leather for the handles? Nah, I'm not gonna bother with that. Not gonna bother with that. I could use twine instead, though. Crafting, crafting, crafting. Oh yeah, that's another thing they had in their potential plans for the next update, right? The, they're adding like a tool maintenance thing, kind of like how this mod does it. They're adding like a sharpening function or something like that. I don't think it's as in-depth as Toolsmith here, or Toolworks, or whichever one this one's called now, but, like, it's good that they're, you know, taking ideas from mods that are very popular and very good, and in line with your direction of the game, I think is so, so important. Alright. Put that in there. I need to make some more carved tool handles. Look at all these things. Okay. So, meteoric iron knife. 2353 total sharpness durability. Head durability 6255 versus 7849. 4.2 damage. So it's a little bit better. This guy can go. This guy can go. This guy can go. This guy can go. Alright, shovel. Pickaxe, axe, prospecting pick. That is correct. Let's go ahead and sharpen the hay fork. And the scythe first. Alright, so we got molten copper. That's hardening now. How much durability does this hammer have? Oh! 15,266? Okay. We take it. We take it. I mean, granted, the handle and everything doesn't have that much durability in comparison. I mean, it's 4,835 for the binder. That's, you know, it'll last me a little while. Ow, 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 ow. Hot metal is hot. Go ahead and sharpen all this up. Alright, take this. This goes there now. This scythe. What am I going up from? So this is our durability on the scythe. You know, measly 3.3 for the tool, 1,000 or so for the handle and binder. We're hitting almost 4,000 on the binder alone there. So that's pretty nice. We take that. Shovel is epic. Prospecting epic. Legendary axe. And a legendary pickaxe. Okay. Take all that. I need to start making like a... almost like a tool stand just for legendary items in a way. Almost like a... maybe in the keep we'll have some sort of trophy room. That'll have some display cases with like some legendary items in it. No. What are you doing? Stop. Okay, so stone bake oven. God, how does this work? Requires only 3 copper plates and any type of stone you want. Rock, polished rock, cobblestone, stone brick blocks. To create the most basic oven, you place down the oven heat source, then proceed to place oven heat distribution blocks to the left and right of the heat source. You then place oven in front of the oven heat distribution, the oven baking space. That's the most basic setup that can be expanded upon. See ModDB for more rough guide usage. Yep. You can try with the limit of only being that the oven baking space get colder as you go farther out, but retain their 300C for around 4 block placements outward from the central heat source. So let's start with making a heat source block first. Taking a look at it. What do I want to make it out of? I think, honestly, plain andesite might be the best stone for us to use. So we need some fire clay, copper plate, hammer chisel. Please tell me this doesn't consume the hammer and chisel. Never know sometimes. I have no air. Okay, that's fine. That's fine, we'll do it the old-fashioned way, even though this is still modded and still way faster than doing it by hand. Okay, so we need 2 of these. Bloop, bloop, chisel. Chisel, hammer. Okay, let me look at this block. Okay, so it has to come out the left or the right side. So I could place it in the middle. That's fine. Distribution, distribution, cook, 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 cook. But I kind of don't like that. I would almost rather it just be, say, here. Distribution, 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 cook, 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 cook. Right? The middle is going to maintain the heat better. And at least I can then get the chimney kind of centered on this thing. Alright. Distribution is... Is there a smooth stone version? Yeah, plain. Alright, we need polished andesite. that. What's the corner one for? Like, does this work? I feel like it's not going to work. If I do that. Because I feel like, shouldn't the heat come down the whole tube into the cooking surface? Or is it just being... Is this gonna work? I'm gonna grab some firewood real quick. I'm assuming it has to use firewood too. Maybe peat. Oh, you know what? Maybe underneath the stairs I can put firewood storage. Okay, so I'm assuming this is gonna heat up down the line. Yeah. Can I stand on it without taking damage? Okay, good. Okay, it gets hotter than a normal oven too. That's nice. All right, plate. Oh, no. Almost royally screwed that up. Even then, kind of screwed it up. Okay, this chisel. Nope, not right. Polished stone first. So I'm gonna need 4 more polished stone. Okay, let's just see. First off, does this thing have an opening on any side? No. Okay, if I stick it here, does it start getting warm? Yes. Okay. Good. Boom, boom. I kind of wish I could bump this forward and just have everything transfer along the back there so that this was in line with the cooking surfaces, but that's, you know, it's whatevs. Alright, so I need more fire clay. Powder, calcinite, flint. Or I can just go look in the rivers. I think with our mod set, the rivers generally have a decent amount. Do I have any marked right now? There was a bunch by the village at one point. I haven't needed fire clay in a little while. Do I have some here? It's funny how, like, fire clay, you need it, like, for so little sometimes. And then you just don't have any when you do need it. Okay. Should be able to find some. Unless this is famous last words. It may be. And to get into an actual river proper. Let's still this food. Paddling, paddling, paddling. So is everyone kind of playing on 1.21 now? I assume so. You guys have kind of checked it out. What do you think of the new oceans and stuff, Chesilene? Are they pretty? They look good? Good. There's new fish now, right? Oh, here's some. What the? Love the coral reefs. Have a level bamboo hut near one in the tropics. It's so cool to watch the little fish, yeah. And there's new fish now, right, too? Here's Cade's base. A lot of new fish. Oh, you know what? That's another thing they announced for 1.22. They want to look into adding fishing. Don't get to see the base from this side very often, do we? It's kind of cool. I still feel like I have a lot of work to do on the windmill tower. Kind of shaping that tower around that top. And we're going to have to do more shaping on this side of the hill to get more of that exposed stone. Look. It'll look cooler once there's like some towers closer to us in the water here for defensive purposes. To kind of protect the waterways. We gotta let one day work on this bridge. Oh, how are the boat changes too in 1.22 or 2.1 there, Jess? Because I believe there are some boat changes. Hey, cool. I want to hammer these out. Good, the boats are faster, and the Uniforming Sail has 2 speeds. Yeah, I like the auto run stuff that they showed off with it, in the sense that, you know, you don't have to hold W the whole time while sailing. That's such a finger relief. Anything to kind of relieve your finger in this game a little bit, because it can get a little cumbersome, in my mind. And they fixed the rat tails, I believe, too, right? So that you can sit on them properly. They got the shield decor on there. Okay, so this, we'll do a nice big hearth. Yeah, I think you can put shields on them, on the sides, to make it look a little more Viking-esque, in a way. Alright, get rid of those. So what I want to do for that floor, by the way, in the kitchen, is something like this. So if you look at this tower that I'm using to store hay, technically, this would be like for the horses in here. We got a half floor with some oak slabs, some oak logs coming out. And the cool thing is, they're actually joined into the wood and poke out the other side. So you can see those cross beams are fully embedded into the stone on here. Which is a cool little detail to have on towers and things. And so like this one doesn't have any, because that spiral staircase is so narrow. I mean, like I might be able to chisel something here and here. Not there because of the light. That's part of the problem too. Here, here. And I could technically get stuff to kind of poke out the other side, but go at an angle too. Be easier to do it with support beams, probably. Get some more pear juice. Alright, so I need some andesite ashlar to continue here. We only have 2. I have some stone left. Where's the mortar? Alright, that'll cover that. Go. What do I want to end up doing for the path through here? I'm also going to need a well. I might put the well here. Seems like a pretty good spot. No, Pizza Party Dino Raid. How's it going, Raptor? Appreciate it. Everyone from Raptoria, hello, hello, hello. So I need some limestone ashlar to bring that up. Do I just want to replace the back of this? I don't know. I'm gonna need more vessels too. Oh boy. Oh boy. Hey, Pilot Bro. Long time no see. How's it going? Raptor Raid, Raptor Raid, Raptor Raid. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Raptoria. Good friend of the stream. What was Dino Guy playing tonight, guys? Anything exciting? More Anna? Is that what he was doing? I have a feeling that's what he was doing. I need more clay in general here. Let's go. I have a red clay deposit over there. We can go head up. Anyways, welcome to Vendor Story. Such an amazing block building survival crafting game. For those of you who haven't seen it. If you have any questions, let me know. If you want to see what we built so far, at least in my little area on our community server, let me know. Otherwise, sit back, enjoy the view. Let's see, this is not the clay deposit. It's over here. Yeah, go through and work on that path still too. I need to actually turn it into like a move speed buff path. Couple of battles, it was good. Nice. Whoa. Okay. Wonder if General's having a little bit of a storm come through. Shovel, 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 shovel. Alright, I think that'll be enough for a little bit. I'm trying to get some vessels made. Get ahead of it, because when we're progressing with this kitchen build, you know, I'm gonna need to be able to make some closet space. What is going on? Is that my internet? Is this stream okay, chat? It doesn't say I've dropped any frames. Okay. That's what happens when you look off stream for a second. Stream good. Okay. Okay. Just making sure. Yeah, it might be on simply the server side. I've never seen a rubber band that big too often, so. See some pears from our garden here. Also, we need to check on our actual garden too. Just keep up with it. Now would be a good time to insert ads. Brought to you by YouTube. Oh, nice. All of our carrots withered into seeds. They're finished blooming, so we'll have to grab those. How's our cabbages doing? A little slow. They're getting there. I'm letting everything kind of seed out again because... Did I plant any onions? I don't think I planted my onions. I might need to do that. Where are my onions? Onions! Might be in my mixed area. Any of these guys onions? Yes. Okay, so we do have our onions planted. They're not great. Okay, good. Ooh, it's kind of cool to see the wall poke up. Hello. You gonna open? Ooh. Yep, server is kind of freaking out. Alright, so I already have one ring here. Oh god. Oh god. Server's overloading and crashing. Hello? Let me ping General real quick. Alright, so I need 4 of these. Gonna do some clay forming. Can always go for the clay forming experience. Pottery is one of the slowest to level. Probably the hardest grind one to do with X skills. Okay. I think I have a chance to complete these instantly, though. I think that's what happened on this one on the right. It's kind of a per voxel place chance. And next skills. I'll have to look to see if I have that talent in a second. Let's see. Pottery. I have jackpot, which means I have a 5% chance to just get a duplicate. Faster potter. Basically almost a 1.5% chance to instant finish. I like layer when you're doing these big things like this. Man, I feel like is Raptor's stream? You guys are lurking, huh? We got a bunch of lurkers going on. Am I gonna have to make a command for this? Because I'm waiting for the inevitable. Wow, this guy has 30,000 subs. There's 500 people here, and there's no one talking. Wow. He's botting. I'm just waiting for it. Yeah, I think these 4 vessels will be nice up in the kitchen. This should be the only vessels we need in the kitchen. Essentially 1 vessel for each type. So you can almost have like a grain vessel, meat, vegetable, and fruit. And then anything else will get stored into more like generic stuff, like the fat, honey. They get their own kind of shelves. The barrels full of like oils, cooking oils and things will get their own little area. Of course, little shelves for extra crocks. Actually, that's one thing I do not have, is it? I don't have just like crock pot shelves in my larder, do I? That would be something to fix. Okay, so we got all that. That's good. Need dry grass, which I can't use aged grass, but I can use these. At least. These. I like having the little firewood storage right underneath here. I need to make more iron hatches. So I can actually close all these too. Just a nice little effect. I hope they make it to where the chimney works with the pit kiln. I think it should. I think that's something that they need. Though I'm pretty sure kilns generally don't have chimneys. But I could be wrong. Alright, let's go store red clay. In one of these. Is cooking. Yep. Jeff, please calm yourself. How's my bracelet holding up? Pretty good. Oh. Alright, what is the coordinates on this? 1245, 3994. 1245, 3994. 1235, 3994. Oh. Okay. Looks like if I dig that well there, it's not going to interfere with this part of the cellar when we get there. Should be good now. I turned off the backup replication job. Didn't see your streaming, kicked it off. Wow. No, I appreciated it. That would explain it for sure. All right. Is this really where I want my oven, though? I can move it here. But I honestly think it should be embedded into this wall, so the chimney can go up into an area that will have kind of nothing to interfere with it. When you walk in, can I fit an island here maybe? Just boom, 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 boom. Probably. Yeah. This hearth, that's gonna be a big hearth with a pretty cool chimney, I think. And then a little bit of a inlay on both sides of this to get into the upper food cabinets, I guess. So much to consider. Let's continue the floor a little bit. Take some bandwidth to send things to Cali. Do you have that new new fiber cable at this point? Like your business line that you wanted? Did they finish that? Door. See, door to closet here, maybe. Larger closet here, closet here. Cabinets. Maybe a couple windows, decorative windows. High split. It's a still coax cable, but the switch replaced in town, so it should activate in the next few months. Okay, there you go. But you're excited for that. Okay, I have to come up with something to put here. I have to run the oak beams this way, because that's the only way that makes sense with the planks. So, let me go get some oak. I think I need some new oak. Get my oak farm up here. It's always Nisi's fault. Oh no. Nisi's getting thrown in under the proverbial internet bus. I mean, Nisi earlier was basically brabbing me to stream more, so, you know, that's gonna have to be a thing now. More uwu streams on the way. Just an FYI general, if you're here, Expanded Foods is in like beta for the next update. So it's slowly progressing. Once it's ready, I'll need you to spin up a test server. And we're gonna update the mods and hope it works. Okay, that. Starts planning extra backups. Alright, do I want to do it on the half or the just pure middle? I feel like if I do it on the half, I have a little bit more control. I could kind of get away with just 3 of them. But that's still the same amount of logs, so it kind of doesn't matter. Oh wait, no, it's gotta be the down. Okay, cool. Thanks, appreciate it. You have a good day. Or a good night, man. As always. So I could run it like that. I think I'm gonna thicken it up just a touch. And then merge shapes. Urgh. Why? Why? Alright, hold on. Let's just do it the smart way. Don't overthink it. Ooh, well, don't overthink it. Let's just do that. Stop it. God, this is why I can't have nice things. No. You're not welcome. Alright, page shape and materials. Let me get a plank guy. Nope. Who's shooting at me? Missing game, plank slab, oak up free. Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna do it this way. Thank you. Please don't. Sweet! There we go. Now we are supporting the floor. Thank goodness. I'll have to do something here eventually to kind of seal this up. Don't know yet. Oh, hello, Jeff. Very rude. I need to throw limestone in here, because that's the continuation of the wall. Probably should have saw that coming. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3. Chisel, chisel, chisel. Nope. Chisel, chisel, chisel. Stop it. Okay, still 100%. Oh my god. This is the problem of trying to use smooth stone. Especially limestone. It's so unstable compared to just even the andesite. Alright, if I stick this on top. Nice. 0%. That's what I wanna see. Stop it. Zero, 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 zero. Okay, insulating block phase, 0, 50, 100. Fuck my life. 0, 0, 0. Should be 0. There you gonna collapse too. No? Good. Oh yeah, these boards I need to carry through to the other side of the wall too. That's why, so it looks more fully joined still. Alright, so I need 2 more chiseled. Gotta come over in here and do it. Okay, I'm not saying we won't eventually have some, like, wooden walls or anything like that in here, but I think the kitchen's going to be mostly stone. I'm going to have to figure out how to do the windows, because I wouldn't mind a couple decorative ones up here. Let's see, this is going to stop here, so we really only have 1, 2, 3, so... Really? Stop. Stop. Bad boy. So I think just there and there will be windows. I may have to, like, half the wall in on this side or something to make it a little bit more elegant long term, but let's just pop something out here so I can kind of see how it should look. You know, if they're that narrow, I might be able to do all 3 spots, honestly. If I can get like a planter box or something underneath this in such a way that my guy doesn't hit his head on the way up. And then if I can round the top a bit. Stop growling at me, Jeff. I can hear you, alright? Yeah, it's really going to be dependent on how I frame those, I think. And then also what I do over this door a little bit. Oh, he's down in the basement. Up here it'll look fine because the hearth is going to just flatten out this section here a little bit. If I can get that curve right. So I'll need to a 5 block wide radius kind of curve on it. This window might get replaced with more like here and here instead. And just have 2. Ah! I dodged it! Come up with a door that works here. I'm going to use a standard oak door for now. I'm going to try that. Nope. That definitely doesn't work. Ah! Fuck! How about that? Does that work? It's a little jank. But it's flush. Mostly. Could do like a little half moon carve out too over that. Let's oh, you son of a... Alright, so let's try this instead. No, that's too much. Duck Dodger in the 24th and a half century? That's a reference. Ooh, okay. So that shifted it over by a quarter block. Which I think will give me a little bit more room. And I could even make it like an actual arch if I wanted to. Name that cartoon? I don't know. It's just Daffy Duck, isn't it? I think something thinner would just be better there. What do I got in here? I got some dry stone. I'm gonna get shot, aren't I? Mm-hmm. Heard that coming from a mile away. Oh my. Stop. Great, now I got shivers. Let's see, I wanted to put the butchery table down here. Is the butchery table 3 wide? Or just 2 wide? It's 3 wide, okay. It's kind of going to dictate where it goes. Here's fine. I guess 3 hooks here. The room to expand later. Or I can move the butchery table into here. Yeah, I don't want it too far from the kitchen or other places. In this room, it's kind of like a weird closet thing. I could have like herb racks in here as well. Then, of course, the entrance down into the larder for quick storage. No clue what to do with the floor here. Obviously, down here we're using smooth stone because that's convenient. But that could get replaced long term. Can I use this as floor? Huh. Forgot you could do that. Can I stack these? Oh! Oh man. Pile full. And the other stack mod we got. My immersion just increased by a factor of 3. Alright, well, let's go get the hooks here. I only have 2 at the moment, but we can get more. Yeah, that looks okay. Do I have any more torch holders? May not. I think I might be out. I'm out. Okay. Well, that's fine. I mean, eventually when I tear this place down, I'll get some stuff back. Look at all the books we've collected. Really no more, huh? Calm down, cows. I've kept you around. Keep making noise like that, I won't. Okay. I'll just check the blacksmith real quick, just to be sure. Yeah, nope. Alright, some planks, some sticks. Is that always resin? Yeah, it looks like it's always resin. I want to see if this smoking rack can stick how we wanted it to earlier. I don't really have a stockpile of resin. Oh. Holy cow, that takes a lot of hooks. Okay. I have enough copper on me. I can make one. Wow, okay, that's kind of expensive. But hey, we need to be able to, actually process a decent amount of meat at some point. So this should help. Man, I've already gone through all the copper you've smelted. I need to smelt more. Wow, okay, so 4 copper bars just for one of these. And it's got kind of a weird look to it. I don't think we're going to be able to do what I wanted. Because I don't think it's going to line up. Right. I might be able to fix it with some beams. Honestly. Or I can just run it down a level. Because it does say to put the campfire directly underneath of it. Which means I could just chisel a board here to connect, hopefully, to this. And then 4 smoking racks, which would be enough for a decent amount of meat, for sure. Tough to say. Why is Lumber messaging me? Jelly? Miss Jelly, Jelly, you here? Alright, hold on 1 second. Let me... Lumber, what do you want? Lumber.
Did you... You're using the spirit box, right? I don't see the ESG.
8% dried. Good.
It's haunting! I'm on acid.
Okay, hell of a time to join your stream.
Oh, I forgot I messaged you.
Wow! Wow. Wow.
He's haunting.
What a guy.
I didn't forget about you. I friggin' messaged you and then I got distracted with this. Dirty body heat, dirty body heat. That's not ectoplasm, dirty. Oh my God!
I'm gonna lose my mind.
Right
If that's true. Apollo. Oh no.
Oh my God. I did not play Yap Yap. We were talking about it. I did not play Yap Yap without you. Okay. Okay, now that's hunting now. That's hunting.
Alright, I'm going back to my stream. I'm going back. Freaking lumber. Alright. Oh, music's going pretty hard right now, huh? Let's do another copper pour, I suppose. Suppose we should. Another solid 8. Get down here. Shooting fireballs at me. Alright, this goes in here. I need to plant these oak seeds before I forget. Alright, easy. Let's see, I need to increase the limestone wall a touch. Right? Or did I already do that? I already did that. Jeff, you're getting a little gung-ho over there, okay, bud? You need to, like, calm it down a notch. This tower is going to be important. It's going to be an access up into, I think, the servant's side. I kind of want to connect onto the kitchen, I think. So if this is the pantry, I could walk in, shelf, 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 shelf. Can I do that on this side too? I don't know. Thinking andesite's gonna be the hearth for this, I think. Andesite rock slab polished. Which wedge gives me ashlar stuff? Is it this guy? Nope, that's for stone slabs. This guy? This guy. Finishing chisel? Nope. Rough cut? Really? Oh, that's stone slab. What? Oh, that extracts rocks. It has to be the wedge. No, that's... Well, okay, bricks. Bricks is correct. Okay. If I perfectly smooth that out, then come out like a half block from here, just as an edge. That'll be good. And then this, shoot, I'm gonna have to make this stone. Or something. It doesn't make sense to be building a fire on top of wood like that. And then what? I get 2 cabinets here. A small island. Maybe. I don't have much room for cabinets. I don't know how much cabinets were really even that. I need to find some images probably of a medieval castle. That's what I need to do. Because from this side, it should stay wooden. So that means I'm going to have to chisel the top half to be a stone. Just to keep up the illusion of stuff. Which is fine. I mean, that's totally doable. Kind of wish I had a marble. That'd be nice. I think the roof, right? I only want 2.5 tall roof. So the ceiling is actually here. So the arch might have to start more on the inside. Which is fine. I tell you what, the view out into the courtyard, every view of it's gonna be nice, isn't it? The worst view might be leaving the castle out the main door, honestly, until you get down to here, and then it opens up. But like, I don't know. I think I made pretty good progress. Tomorrow, probably no stream. Day after, maybe a stream. You know, so maybe a Friday night stream for more Vintage Story. I'll use tomorrow to kind of gather some... Okay, I probably won't have time due to work, but we'll see if I'm able to put around a little bit. I might take care of the farm tomorrow off stream. That way I don't have to spend time doing that on Friday. Making sure I have some food and things prepared before hopping back in. Nice to see the walls kind of get raised up a little bit. That's always good. So, tell you what, I think I'm going to go ahead and leave this episode here. I am going to send you guys, though. I guess I'll be nice and send you guys over to Lumberjack. Samurai. So if you can give him a little bit of an ooh-woo from me. Actually, no. I want everyone to spam yap yap. YAP, YAP in this guy's chat. Alright? That's what I want. Everyone to spam yap yap in Lumberjack Samurai's chat. When you get there. Otherwise, have a great rest of your week. I'll see you guys this weekend. Thanks for the support as always. Thanks, Niece, for the awesome gift bomb. And thanks, Raptor, for the raid. GG.